war in Israel, it's not just the result of generations of Palestinian conflict with Israel, it's terrorism. This was personal, fought not just between soldiers and militants on a battlefield, but inside the homes of innocent families, the killings and kidnap of babies, women, grandparents. A lot of people living there are on edge, understandably. Baum, who lives in Tel Aviv, joins us live with what it's like to be there as this war continues. Carly, thank you for sharing your personal story. You haven't been living in Israel that long. You're an American citizen, right? So what is it when you wake up in the morning? What's the first thing that has been on your mind since Saturday?
Thank you for having me. Yeah, I just moved here in November with my husband. It's been, I think we had to get over the initial shock at first from Saturday. And every day I think is getting a little bit calmer. I think that we're worried about all of the families that have missing loved ones and our families that are fighting. And now we're just trying to find ways that we can be helpful from home or from, close by our house to try and just do anything we can to help everyone.
One of the ways that a number of people are helping is they are being called up to serve in the military. You have friends, your husband's brother, I believe, also a reservist called to help. Can you talk about how the family is feeling about that?
I think everyone is understandably nervous, but I will say that everyone just wants to be helpful. And one thing I've noticed about being here is that everyone just wants to help, and if that's the way that people can help, then they're happy to do it. And so I think that it's also just a part of life here, and when you grow up here, it's something that is expected of you and something that is a privilege and an honor to be able to do. So everyone is understandably very, very nervous and very concerned, but it's all to help make sure that we have the right to defend ourselves, and it's just what everyone has to do.
I would imagine, Carly, you're in a little bit of shock right now. I've been told that you are 5 months pregnant, so you're carrying the promise of tomorrow. It's such a wonderful time. It's such a miracle to be a mom. And then you're surrounded by the sounds of missile strikes and sirens. As a woman who, I mean, obviously came to this country with her husband with a sense of adventure, I'm sure, what's keeping you positive? What's keeping you strong right now?
I think that it's the resilience of everyone around us. I don't think that anyone here is playing a victim. I think that Saturday was a huge surprise, a surprise that I don't think will ever happen again. And so it's really just, how can we be helpful? How can we be mobile? How can we do anything to help? And understanding that I have a precious life that I'm growing, but I also, I can't imagine as a soon-to-be mother what has happened to mothers close to here. And so it's not about sitting at home anymore. It's about how we can be as helpful as possible.
Are you guys getting
So that's what's really keeping...
No, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead. That's sort of what I think is keeping us going, is just how can we be helpful in any way?
Are you getting any word from your government for what to do to prepare for potential power outages or food shortages with stores in the area maybe running out?
That's definitely a big fear. I unfortunately don't speak the language yet, so I rely on my husband for a lot of that communication. But what we're doing is we're getting water bottles filled up. We're looking for any sort of solar power energy, making sure that all of our electronics are charged at all times, filling up bathtubs. Again, hopefully we won't have to use any of those resources, but we're trying to be as prepared as possible, just with water and any sort of power source that we can communicate with everyone in America.
The necessities, and I'm sure you have a lot of loved ones here in America. In fact, I know you do, who want to know that you and your family is safe. Baum, thank you for being with us. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.